Welcome to the virtual presentation of our team's design lab project titled as Inventory Management System. We have been able to successfully develop a complete scalable system that will be helpful for various organizations. Now, the current system has a lot of existing problems. As we know, manual systems are quite tedious, time consuming, and less efficient, and accurate in comparison to computerized systems. So, the following are some disadvantages of the old system that are time consuming, less accurate, less efficient, lot of paperwork, slow data processing, not user friendly environment, difficult to keep records. The main objective of the system is to keep record of the complete inventory. Its support for inventory management helps you keep record and track materials on the basis of quantity and value. It improves cash flow, visibility, and decision making. For warehouse management, you can track quantity and values for all your materials, perform physical inventory, and optimize your warehouse resources.
So right now you can see the XAMPP control panel, the Apache HTTP server being turned on and the MySQL database also being turned on in the separate PIDs and ports. That's the usual thing about Apache and the control panel. Now we'll see the entire setup, which has been made extremely scalable using PHP, Laravel framework, JavaScript, and a little bit of HTML, CSS for the front end work. Now we can see the admin dashboard here showing total product 1, low stock 1, everything. So now we will see how the products actually are being added. This is all from the admin dashboard, that is the guy who is in the store. Okay, the store manager or something like that, who is the administrator of the program. It's pretty simple. You can see the server link router and we can save changes and all that. Now you will also be able to see that we can change the availability and not availability. The entire management can be done. So there are 3 categories. Now you will see us adding a category right here, right now in the live system. So we will be adding a category named, for example, let's just say it's graphics category. Okay, so we'll just use graphics here, and the status will be made available because the graphics card is available with us. Now we'll see that we can go to the product page and add the image for the graphics card, the product name, how much of it do we have. Okay, and we can download it and put RTX 3090, quantity 10, rate, the price, that's 1,35,000 the current price right now. So we will say, now you can see that the brand name is not showing here. So what will we do? Category name is showing, status is also available, but brand name is not showing. So we will close this window. Okay, we can't save the changes here. It's that intricately made that we have to add the brand. So we are adding the brand name NVIDIA. Okay, and we are making the status as available. So the product of this brand is available. Okay, we can add others also. So now we'll go into the product page. Now you can see that in the product page we are adding RTX 3090 rate 1,25,000 we are giving, NVIDIA, the category name is graphics card, status is available, and you will be able to see that it's showing in our dashboard. Okay, and we can edit it anytime we want. Let's say the quantity of the thing is reduced. So what will we do? Now it will also reduce when someone orders it. We'll get to that very soon. We'll get to that. Okay, so now what we will do is we'll add a user from this panel. So I'm a store manager. Now someone is buying the product, they can also access this entire thing using their system resource that we will provide them, but that will not be the user admin dashboard. That will be the user dashboard. So you'll be able to see the user dashboard right now. So you can see this is the end date, start date, and all that. We can generate the report. So now there is total product 2. Okay, now we'll go and we'll add, we'll see that we'll log out from this window and we'll enter the test user that we have created. So this is the user dashboard. Okay, as you can see, there is no order. Now I'll place an order. So I'm using the date, client name, client contact, okay, product, rate, quantity. As I change the quantity, the prices will vary. Okay, now I can change it, I can make it double, I can make it. Right now I want only one of these things. Okay, so I'm ordering only one. Now all of these product fields are required. So if I want to add a product, I can add a product. If I want to delete a product, I can delete a product. No problem. Okay, down the bottom you can see the add row column. So a lot of products can be added, completely scalable. Paid amount, let's say I've paid 1,25,000. So there's GST 1,47,500. So 22,500 is left. I'm giving a 10 rupees discount just for showing that it is available. Okay, credit card full payment has been done. No, advance payment has been done. Is it in Gujarat? Why Gujarat? Because most of the silicon things come from Gujarat only. So this is dashboard has been made keeping the current scenario in mind. Okay, how the entire industry works. So the silicon parts come from there. So this is from the admin panel. They'll generate the report. Now you will also see that I can generate the GST report. Okay, you can see this. I can give my address, my city name, pin code, whatever I give. Okay, right now it's in test. If you give something, you'll get it, no problem. Okay, you have to register for that. So that also has a total revenue is 1,25,000. Now I'm going to the admin dashboard. Now you will see that when I go into the orders and manage orders, I have an order here. Okay, this was previously not available. Now I have an order. Now I can go to edit. I can edit it from my side. Let's say the payment is done, so I'll show it as payment done. Okay, so all of these things have been added, keeping in mind every aspect of user as well as the store manager, and the entire thing has been automated. Okay, so you don't need to have another guy who will be responsible for bookkeeping or accounts keeping for that. You can just have this one software running at a very low hardware cost. Okay, any basic PC, even Raspberry Pi PCs that come around 5,000 6,000 rupees, even those things will be able to handle this kind of.
Here I'm going to demonstrate the database structure after connecting to the local server using the XAMPP panel. The database list can be seen. So our database is named as store. You can see on the left sidebar. On clicking on store, the various nested tables can be seen. The brand, categories, order details, products, users can be seen. So here in the brands table, the various available brands in our product section can be seen here. Currently 4 categories are added for test purposes, and in the orders table, the payment status, total amount, tax details, client details, due amount, and likewise fields are being reflected for convenience, and all order details can be fetched from this table later on. Going forward to the product table, here the product name, product ID, product image for reflecting in the front end, and the respective foreign keys, brand ID, category ID are found here. And finally in the users table, all the registered users in the application are displayed. So an admin is the store manager or the company organization itself, and the test user is set up for demo purposes here. So that was it about the database structure and schema.
Improve this system has been built keeping in mind the limited connectivity in rural areas. Hence, the entire setup can be done in a local server as well using the daily save point update of Google Drive. This will also help you cost reduction for accounting as well as bookkeeping for the concerned organization. The software has no hardware dependencies and the installation is completely server dependent. So the hosting is the only necessity, nothing else. No one needs to break their head while using this, as the UI UX has been designed using the minimalistic approach. Thank you. Stay home.